Shit. Fuck. Hello, welcome to Fearox Frank Reviews. Today I am not going to do the comic book film I was going to talk about that I chose over watching that instead of watching Black Panther. Yeah. I thought about... Now, don't get me wrong, I am just going to do... That's going to be the next film review in a sense. Today, instead, I'm going to talk about, if you haven't seen the title card, I am going to talk about Max Payne, the movie. Oh, Jesus. What can I say about this? Alright, okay, first off, Max Payne, the video game. I love this game. All right? It's one of my favorite games from back in high school, in a sense. This was the first game I bought for the PS2, in a sense. And it's one of my oldest games I actually have on the console. And I still play this game to this day, in a sense. Oh, sweet Jesus. I mean, this movie is not the game. My God. Okay. To give you a hint on the backstory of the game, the movie is basically about a cop who is going around trying to find the person who killed his wife and finding those who were responsible for it, mainly because of the fact that his wife was murdered along with his daughter, his baby daughter, in their house in New Jersey. And supposedly that they were murdered by a bunch of drugged up psychos on this new drug which nobody's heard about, called Valkyr, in a sense. Well, I really do say in a sense a lot, but it's probably my thing. But yeah, all right. But here's the thing: in the movie, it's kind of glanced over a little bit, and in the game, it is shown like in graphic detail, in a sense. I mean, the second you walk into the baby's room, you see the baby right there, dead on the floor, and you kill two drug addicts, while you bust into the bedroom where your wife is. And you gun the guy, you just gun the fucker down. Like, just gun him down. And Max just goes into all sorts of, like, sobbing. And he just goes crazy. Well, no! You know, cinematically, no. But it's done in all comic book panel. What set the game apart from others is that it was done noir. It actually brought noir style into the current gaming back in the day, in a sense. And it used graphic novel portions, in a sense, by using real-life actors in still frames, while doing everything like a comic book format, which is sad to say is not done by today's standards anymore. Like, they don't do that anymore. So, I swear, they should probably try doing another Max Payne game in that style. I mean, the most recent Max Payne game was the third game, and they sort of ditched that concept, which is, well, they do have some of the comic book panels, but they move and everything, but... Okay, the third game is good and everything, but still... The original one is just a fucking classic. The movie, on the other hand, is a Mark Wahlberg-esque crime drama action film. That's all it is. God, I mean, I swear to God, I wanted to do the comic book superhero film that I chose to watch over Black Panther. But instead, I gotta talk about Max Payne. So you can see I'm pretty fucking annoyed with this. However, you know what's weird about this film, in a sense? Okay, first off, okay, I actually did a little bit I did some research before I decided to do this video. I found out that Max Payne was made on a budget of $35 million, and it actually grossed over $85.5 million at the box office, so it actually didn't bomb. Well, I guess it didn't reach its projected numbers, but it wasn't exactly a box office bomb. Maybe on its opening weekend it was. And ironically, it's got decent scores on Rotten Tomatoes and IMDb. It actually does. It's fairly decent. Like, it's in the 50s on Rotten Tomatoes, and IMDb, it's got 6.5 as a rating. I mean, really? How? I'm guessing people did not see the fucking video. They didn't play the fucking video game. And the movie did set itself up for a sequel, but it didn't go through so well. It's because of the backlashing from video gamers that caused them not to do the sequel. Yeah, way to go, people. Yeah, way. So to the video gamers out there who trash talk this movie, thank you. I'm actually one of them too who trashed this film too. I actually went to go see this movie in theaters and thought, you know what? I had nothing to do. It's a Saturday, so fuck it. Might as well just check how this movie is. I wasn't. My expectations were actually very low, and it was a Saturday. I had time to kill, so walked over to my local theater, which was like 2 towns away. The walk was nice. That's all I gotta say. Movie was passive. It was okay. The walk back, the walk from there and back, was actually very nice. It was a nice sun. It was a nice, partly sunny, cloudy day. Nice cold breeze, wind, and I actually walked into a comic book shop and actually bought a comic book after that. So, yeah, the walk was nice. That was it. Okay, all right. Maybe I should actually explain the film a bit further in a sense, rather than just trash talking it in a sense. Now, to be fair, I do have. This is the unrated version of the movie in a sense, and I really gotta stop saying in a sense, but that's my thing. Fuck it. But this is the unrated version, and it's a little bit better. They actually show a bit more blood, but if you see the movie in its PG-13 format and its R and the X-rated format or the unrated director's cut format, the blood was just added in CG style. Like, it was added in as an afterthought, in a sense. And they drop a shit ton more F-bombs in it. So, as far as casting is concerned, alright, Mark Wahlberg, probably not the best choice for Max Payne. I would have gone with the guy who played the Hitman, Agent 47, from the 2007 film Hitman, which, I'm not going to lie, that was a better film. Timothy Ondorf, I swear to God, he's a far better actor, in a sense. Even though he hated the role of Agent 47, he was still respected amongst gamers because he actually did a good job. So, yeah. Mark Wahlberg was just like a Mark Wahlberg. Oh, God. Whoops. Also, Mila Kunis is in it as Mona Sachs. Probably a big miscasting, but whatever. Her sister's character, his name is Natasha, not Lisa, for some reason, and they're not twins. And the actress who plays her is, hang on, I think her name's here. Oh, it's right here. Is Olga Kurilenko. I probably butchered that name, but it's Ukraine. But she is a French-Ukrainian actress, in a sense. Model French-Ukrainian actress. And she was also in the Hitman movie, and she was far better in that movie. She's the girl with the dragon tattoo on the face. She is smoking hot, and you know what? She should have been the one playing Mona Sachs. Oh my God. A huge missed opportunity. Honestly. Oh God. As far as Jack Lupino, BB, and Nicole Horner is concerned, yeah, they actually only have half the bosses from the video game in the movie, in a sense. The video game has, like, okay, it has a total of 3 main bosses and 3 main sub-bosses. And a ton of other sub-bosses. But, my God. Yeah, a ton of other sub-bosses, in a sense. But the main sub-bosses are, well, okay. Here's how the bosses go. The main sub-boss through the main boss itself. Main sub-boss, main boss. The main sub-boss for part 1 was Vinny Gognitti, and the main one was Jack Lupino. Part 2, it was Boris Dime, the Russian arms dealer, and then there was Don Angelo Punchinello, head of the Punchinello crime family. In part 3, there was BB, and there was Nicole Horn as the main boss. They only had half of them in this movie. Well, they do have Vinny Gognitti's name dropped in the movie in a storage depot called Gognitti Self-Storages. I'm like, okay, considering that Gognitti was an actual bitch in the game, like, he was literally a bitch. I'm not gonna lie, he was literally the game's biggest bitch. And in part 2, he goes out like a bitch. He's a bitch. So, yeah. There are some good things, though. I will say this. They actually gave the villains detailed backgrounds, in a sense, and they actually put love and attention and care to the villains in the movie, in a sense. I mean, Jack Lupino in the game was a fat, overweight drug addict who was also a Satanist who had lost his mind, in a sense. In this movie, he's an ex-Marine who was kicked out of the Marine Force with his PTSD, when he was suffering from PTSD, and he's overdosing on Valkyr, but he's more in control, and he just looks very threatening. So as look-wise and his background story is a huge improvement over the video game version. So that's one huge up and up. BB was actually portrayed as one of the main villains, and Beau Bridges plays him. Like, yes, that's what it is. Beau Bridges is playing BB, and he does a good job. He actually gives BB a decently good background. He puts a lot of heart into the character. While BB in the game was just a cardboard cutout bad guy, literally. Which, by the way, he was dubbed backstabbing bastard. But Beau Bridges, he does a good job. All right, so that's one huge improvement in a sense. Nicole Horn they actually made her more humanized than being a straight up bitch from the video game. So that's another thing they improved on. They also improved on the fact that Michelle Payne actually worked in the Acer Corporation building, and she was actually the most beloved character, the beloved person in the company at the time, even during the time of her murder. And Max and Nicole know each other in a sense. So there's a huge background story with all these characters that interlink with each other. So the movie did do somewhat of a good job trying to interlink the characters together. Again, that's not bad. And it's too bad they fucked up on the execution. Yeah. Too bad they fucked that up. But you want to know what really pisses me off? They don't even show bullet time. They only show bullet time like maybe in one segment of the movie, and that's when he's doing, like, Max is doing, like, this ridiculous thing with a shotgun, like click, click, whoa, bang, click, click, bang, click, click, bang. It's just bad. The only time this movie would ever come close to the video game is probably the very end when Max goes on a shooting spree at the Acer Corporation building. I'm going, why wasn't the whole movie like that? The whole movie should have just been Max Payne going around gunning down the bad guys. That should have been it. You ever seen the movie Hard Boiled with Chow Yun-fat? You know, the famous John Woo action gun shooter 'em up movie? The entire third act of the movie with, like, the gangsters and the cops fighting each other, huge gun battles in the hospital. Okay, that entire segment alone should have been the Max Payne movie. That should have been it, with bullet time shown here and there in a sense. Wait, there's one thing I gotta say that's another improvement. They actually show the Valkyrie creatures, because in the game, the V-head junkies actually say they see winged angels of death all the time in a sense. That they're completely insane. But here, if you look right here on the back, you can see one of the Valkyries. So they actually show what they look like. So in a sense, we actually get a chance to see what the hell these damn things looked like. Why were they going crazy? You know what? I've seen this movie like maybe a few times in a sense. I saw it in the theaters. I only saw the PG-13 a few times. The PG-13 version. I actually just got around to watching the unrated version. The unrated version is slightly better, but not by much. Chris Ludacris Bridges is also in the movie too, but he's okay. Like, I'm not gonna bitch about it. He's not that bad in the movie, but yeah, he plays Deputy Jim Bravura, which in the game, Bravura is the one cop who's after Max Payne all the time. In this one, he's an IA agent, which doesn't make any sense, but, like, okay, they gave him a promotion, but alright, fine, but yeah, Alex Balder was a huge disappointment in my opinion. I mean, Alex gets killed early in the game. Here, he's like nearly halfway through the movie and he gets shot. Like, what the fuck? Oh, God. So, this movie it's okay, but it's not really worth your time, in a sense. If you just want to sit down, shut your brain off and watch a movie, okay, fine. I mean, I would kind of recommend this movie to people who actually haven't played the video game, in a sense, who are fans of Mark Wahlberg. Okay, fine, watch the movie. In a sense, you might enjoy it, in a sense. You might actually really enjoy it. But for my friends and colleagues who are video gamers, play the fucking video game. Just play the video game if you want a good story arc. I actually played the game recently, and I just beat it in under 4 hours. I didn't even do a speed run, too. I just played the game and beat it in under 4 hours. And you know what? I fucking love this game. I still love it. I played it. I still loved playing it. Yeah, it has it has its problems to this day, but it still didn't hurt its legacy. The second game had better game mechanics. The third one was even more better. Yeah, overall, just play the game. If you want to see Max Payne do martial arts, play the PC version. I said martial arts, not kung fu, in a sense. A lot of people said that Max Payne does kung fu in the game. No, it's martial arts, okay? I'm just going to straight up say it's martial arts. I've seen the gameplay footage. It's a mix of Kempo karate and Taekwondo, all right? That's all it is. It's not kung fu. It is straight up martial arts. Americanized martial arts, in a sense. Supposedly they were going to put it in the console versions of the game, but they didn't have any time to do it, in a sense. I've heard if they try to remake the game, in a sense, by today's standards, it could work. Like on the PS4 and Xbox One, it is all in all possible to make Max Payne to do martial arts in the game. It's on the remakes. If they put love and care and attention to it. As for the movie, you want to know where you can find a better Max Payne movie? Go on YouTube. Yeah, you'd be surprised how many fan-made films are made with using Max Payne footage. I mean, these people do complete research. They do love and care and attention on YouTube. They look at the game, they play the game, they do everything to copy the game's style and make fan-made films. You want to know where else you can make a fan-made film? GTA 5's directorial mode can make a decent Max Payne film. Not even joking. And considering that both games were made by Rockstar, it's not that surprising. As a matter of fact, I'm probably going to do a Max Payne style movie eventually too on GTA 5 Online. Whew! Now I got that out. Now I got that off my chest. I can at least finally do the comic book film I wanted to do. So tune in next time and you'll see the comic book film I'm dying to see. Rendell. So until then, take care. I'll see you later. If you want a good Max Payne movie, go on YouTube, play the fucking game, whatever. I need a shower.